Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Nadina. I wish to give you a message on behalf of the Sri Lanka Dental Association, which is the professional body for dentistry in Sri Lanka. I want you to know that we understand that it's a challenge to practice dentistry during this COVID-19 pandemic time. It is normal to have feelings such as stress and anxiety when we are treating patients. Sri Lanka Dental Association wants to encourage you to start seeing patients and attend to their urgent dental needs. For this, they have formulated national guidelines. When you stick to these national guidelines, it will make you, your staff and the patient safe. This short video will tell you how to arrange the clinic and the waiting area, how to arrange telephone appointments with the patients, how to receive patients, and how to go about the infection control techniques and the personal protective equipment, and also your role as a dental surgeon and the dental assistant in keeping the dental environment safe. Planning your dental treatment through the telephone is very important. This will help you to assess the risk, plan the type of treatment you are going to do, and also the time of the appointment. Always discourage patients walking in directly to your clinic without an appointment. Encourage patients to come alone unless assistance is needed. Part B of the questionnaire of the guidelines will help you to triage the patient before attending the clinic. When a patient arrives according to the appointment, dental surgery assistant should meet the patient at the entrance. Wearing a PPE, the dental surgery assistant will measure the patient's temperature, keeping a safe distance. Thereafter, the patient will enter the waiting area and alcohol scrub will be applied on the patient's hands to sanitize, or else appropriate hand washing techniques. A triage questionnaire will be handed over to the patient, and the nursing officer or dental assistant will fill the questionnaire upon asking questions. The consent form will be given to the patient after understanding the risk associated with dental treatment during these days. The patient will consent for treatment. Thereafter, the patient will be seated in the waiting area, adhering to the social distancing norms. The patient should be advised not to touch the face or the nose and touch other areas which might cause contamination and also cause distress to other patients. Before we start treating patients, we need to have a safe and a clean clinic. Have a good ventilated clinic environment. Remove unnecessary furniture, material and equipment, and leave clean surfaces, empty surfaces that can be cleaned and disinfected easily. The clinic will have a contaminated area, that is, area the patient sits on the chair and the surrounding, and all areas the dental surgeon and the assistant will be touching during treatment. These areas should be cleaned with 70% alcohol. That includes the tray top, the dental chair, handles, the light handle, and all areas around the dental chair. And don't forget the doorknob. As dental surgeons, we are used to taking universal precautions. But during this COVID-19 pandemic, we need to wear some special protective equipment. That's called PPE, personal protective equipment. The level of protection that you want will depend on the person's risk and the procedure that you are going to perform. Today we are going to demonstrate a dental surgeon wear a full PPE kit and assisted by nursing officer or dental assistant. Here we are going to have a level of protection adequate to do a limited aerosol generating procedure on a patient not diagnosed of COVID-19 infection or not having any suspicion of having the infection. First, the assistant will be putting alcohol to sanitize the hand. proper hand sanitization, scrubbing all areas of the hand. 70% alcohol will be used here. Now, an N95 mask will be worn by the dental surgeon. You can see how she is holding the mask, keeping it on the face. First elastic goes over the head and the second goes up to the neck. Then she will wear the surgical cap to cover the hair and the head. Now, a surgical mask will be worn over the N95 mask. After securing the mask, the dental surgeon will wear the goggles. Because this is an aerosol generating procedure, we are going to have full protection of the eyes. Now, the dental surgeon will be scrubbing. Here we are going to demonstrate with alcohol scrub. You can use soap and water and do a thorough scrubbing as if we are preparing for a surgery. Now, the surgical overall will be worn over the scrub kits. Nursing officer or dental assistant will help in tying the surgical scrubs. We are going to have a double gloving procedure. First glove will be worn now. You can see the surgical overall is folded and the gloves are put over that, forming a nice seal. Same repeated on the other side. Now the dental surgeon is going to wear the shield over the face. Now she is going to wear the outer cover, which will be disposed between every patient. Now the dental assistant will help with alcohol to wipe the first gloves, and now the final gloves, surgical gloves, will be worn over the first one. Similar to the overall, the glove will be folded over the disposable cover that will give a tight closed seal. Now you can see the dental surgeon is fully protected to perform a limited aerosol generating procedure. When the patient comes to the clinic, the assistant will open the door and ask the patient to come in. The nursing officer or the dental assistant will guide the patient to keep the personal belongings on a separate area in the clinic. At the same time, you can ask the patient to remove the mask and put into a bag or else into his or her pocket. Hand sanitizers will be given to the patient. This will help to clean the patient's hands before sitting in the dental chair. During this time of COVID-19 pandemic, it is very important that the dental surgeon explains that we are abiding by the guidelines given by the Sri Lanka Dental Association. In addition, in the consent, the patient should clearly understand that there is a small risk of contracting the disease as the patient comes into contact with the society. After being clear with this, the dental surgeon can proceed with the treatment. After finishing the treatment, the dental surgeon will be removing the PPE kit. The main goal here is you have to remove the outer protective layers without contaminating your skin. So, one layer at a time, the dental surgeon will remove all the PPE kit without contaminating, and in between, alcohol scrub will be used to decontaminate the hands. Here, you will receive assistance to remove the outer cover initially. The outer cover should be removed towards your front without contaminating other areas. The outside gloves, the second gloves, should be removed with the yellow cover, and the yellow cover should be folded inwards so that it will not contaminate other clean areas. The contaminated waste should be discarded into the proper bio-waste compartment. Every time you should hand sanitize to avoid contamination. Now the dental surgeon is removing the shield, which is a disposable one, is thrown into the bin. Now she will remove her goggles. Hand sanitize. Removes the surgical mask. You can see that she breaks the surgical mask and remove without contamination and discard to the bio-waste bin. After each step, it is very important to use sanitizers. The head cover will be removed. Now the surgical scrub can be removed with assistance. Again, the same principle is adopted in removing it forward and folding it inwards. The N95 mask may be removed in a separate environment where there is no risk of aerosols. The dental chair where the patient sit will be contaminated. All around the patient and areas where the operator, the patient and the assistants touch will be contaminated. These areas can be cleaned in between patients. At the end, the most responsible thing to do is to dispose your waste appropriately. Follow the given guidelines and all contaminated material should be marked as bio-waste. My dear friends, it is very unfortunate that we are faced with a global pandemic. But in reality, we don't know when the next outbreak is going to be. That is why we need to be safe and to make our patients feel safe. We want our patients to trust us. That is why we need to follow guidelines. Let's work together and make our dental practice a safe place. Thank you very much.